Pelé and the New York Cosmos. The story that transformed American football. Get ready for an epic journey through football's past. Join me and dive into the story that transformed American football, Pelé and the New York Cosmos. Discover how the king of football left his mark on the fields of the United States and revolutionized the sport. Don't miss this unmissable video, Pelé and the New York Cosmos, the story that transformed American football. Stay with me and embark on this incredible journey. Pelé's association with the New York Cosmos was a significant chapter in his brilliant football career. In 1975, Pelé signed with the New York Cosmos, a team playing in the North American Soccer League, NASL. The transfer was a groundbreaking moment for American football, as it brought one of the greatest football players of all time to the United States. Pelé's arrival in the U.S. generated enormous excitement and media attention, raising the profile of the NASL and football in the country. He was 34 at the time, but still possessed exceptional skills and star power, which had a transformative effect on the sport's popularity in America. During his time at the New York Cosmos, Pelé showed his genius on the field and helped the team achieve success. He played for the Cosmos from 1975 to 1977, and again briefly in 1978 and 1979. Pelé led the Cosmos to the NASL Championship in 1977, marking the team's first title. His presence drew large crowds to games and generated extensive media coverage, making him a true ambassador for the sport in the United States. Off the field, Pelé's impact was equally significant. He became a global ambassador for football and played a vital role in popularizing the sport in the U.S. He inspired a new generation of American players and paved the way for the growth of professional football in the country. Pelé's time with the New York Cosmos helped lay the foundation for the sport's future success in America. Although Pelé's time with the Cosmos was relatively short, it left an indelible mark on the history of American football. His influence and contributions to the team and the sport as a whole continue to be remembered and celebrated to this day. New York Cosmos. After the 1974 season, Pelé retired from Brazilian clubs, although he continued to play occasionally for Santos in official competitive matches. In 1974, Pelé called for an audit to find out his financial situation and discovered that he was in financial difficulties. The King's assets were in the red, due to a series of bad deals, especially in the management of Filax, a manufacturer of rubber parts, of which Pelé was a partner and who owed millions of dollars. According to Pelé, "I owed millions, I was determined to pay my debts and I knew that playing football was by far the best thing I could do." 2 years later, he came out of semi-retirement to sign with the New York Cosmos of the North American Soccer League for the 1975 season. The idea to sign him came from Turkish brothers Nasuhi Erdogan and Ahmet Erdogan, who convinced the owner of Warner Communications, Steve Ross, to invest in the King. Ross sent the Englishman Clive Toye to negotiate with Pelé. Between 1971 and 1975, Toye tried several times to hire Pelé, faced with the obstacles of resistance from the Brazilian government upon leaving of the star and the interest of European clubs. To convince Pelé and the Brazilian government, the United States Secretary of State, Henry Kissinger, sent a telegram to Brazilian Chancellor Antonio Azevedo de Silveira, asking for help in convincing Pelé, claiming that the hiring would contribute to strengthening relations between the countries. Azevedo then contacted Pelé, who accepted the proposal. The Cosmos officially announced the signing of Pelé on June 10, 1975. 18 days later, Pelé would meet with American President Gerald Ford at the White House. According to confidential files released to the public, the conversation between Ford and Pelé revolved around the low performance of the American team, and the expectation that Pelé could stimulate professional football as well as general interest in the sport within the country. In his book Pelé, The Importance of Football, Pelé states that the agreement was $1 million for 7 years. The figures cited by the press varied between $2.8 million, $4.5 million and up to $7 million for a 3-year contract. The New York Times clarified that the contract was for $7 million, but $2 million was in taxes. In other words, the King earned $5 million for a 3-year contract. The divergence was due to the calculation used. Pelé was considered at the time the highest-paid athlete in the world. The contract with the Cosmos also included commercial exploitation of Pelé's image. As the team at the time belonged to Warner Communications, Pelé was appointed to the company's public relations position. Pelé debuted for the Cosmos on June 15, 1975, in a 2-2 draw against the Dallas Tornado, at Downing Stadium. The match attracted immense attention across the country. The match was broadcast to 30 countries on the CBS network, one of the largest in the United States, and had an audience of 10 million people, a record for football matches at the time. According to the New York Daily News, at 10 a.m. queues were already forming to purchase tickets, which were sold for almost triple the value by scalpers. The match was attended by 152 photographers, a number greater than the number of photographers involved in the inauguration of American President Jimmy Carter, 2 years later. Pelé had an outstanding performance in the game. He scored a goal, made an assist and on several occasions allowed his teammates to come face to face with the opposing goalkeeper. Despite being well past his prime, Pelé has been credited with significantly increasing public awareness and interest in the sport in the United States. The American League's average attendance in 1974 was 10,000 fans per game. In 1975, with Pelé, the Cosmos had an average of 34,000 fans per match. During his first public appearance in Boston, he was injured by a crowd of fans who surrounded him and was evacuated on a stretcher. Pelé scored 37 goals and made 30 assists playing for the Cosmos. With Pelé on the field, 3 attendance records were broken. On April 9, 1976, 58,128 people were present, a league attendance record. On June 9, 1977, the attendance was 62,394, a record for football in the United States. Finally, on August 14, 1977, 77,691 people were present for the game that set the attendance record for football in North America. In 1975, a week before the Lebanese Civil War, Pelé played a friendly match for Lebanese club Nejma SC against an all-star team from the Lebanese Football League, scoring 2 goals that were not included in his official tally. On the day of the game, 40,000 spectators were at the stadium early in the morning to watch the game. Hoping to create the same kind of awareness in the Dominican Republic, he and the Cosmos team played in an exhibition match against the Haitian team Violet AC at the Estadio Olímpico Félix Sánchez on June 3, 1976, where more than 25,000 fans watched him score a goal in the dying seconds of the match, leading the Cosmos to a 2-1 victory. He led the Cosmos to the 1977 U.S. Championship in his 3rd and final season with the club. On October 1, 1977, Pelé ended his career in an exhibition match between Cosmos and Santos. Santos arrived in New York after defeating the Seattle Sounders, in New Jersey, 2-0. The game was played in front of a crowd at Giants Stadium and was broadcast in the United States on the American Broadcasting Company's Wide World of Sports program, as well as around the world. Pelé's father and wife attended the match, as well as Muhammad Ali and Bobby Moore. In his farewell speech, Pelé asked the audience to repeat the word love with him 3 times. The act served as inspiration for Caetano Veloso to compose the song Love Love Love. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by leaving a like and a comment. Comment, I liked it, and something more, to encourage me, so I will be motivated for the next videos. I'll wait for you in the next video. Thank you for watching and stay with God.